Hello and welcome to a set of videos in which I'm going to demonstrate how to make an aux cable. That's a splitter cable or a Y cable. In this case, it's going to come from a mini plug, the type of thing you would plug into your computer or a phone, and it's going to split into a pair of connectors. This particular mini plug in my hand goes from mini plug to two RCAs. What I'm going to build here is a single mini that's stereo, left, right, and common ground, and it's going to split into a pair of XLRs. And this is a pretty common cable used when you're doing live sound when you want to split your phone into left and right inputs on a console. And so this video is to accompany my class, Audio Electronics, in which we build this cable, which challenges the students to do some kind of interesting soldering things. So a couple more things about this cable. First intro videos, I'm just kind of outlining the general scope of this. We're going to need 3 pieces of wire cable. And I'm going to start with a pre-made cable here. I'm actually going to cut this off in a video here in a moment and demonstrate the desoldering process and how to cut this connector apart. And start with a used connector, which makes it a little extra challenging. I would definitely, if you can, grab one of this particular model. This is a Canary F12. It's a few bucks more than your typical mini plug, but it's a lot easier to work with, and it has a larger diameter in which to put a slightly bigger cable jacket through. So I would definitely get this Canary F12 if you can. You're going to need a couple XLRs, typically XLR male, because you're going to go into the console. I've already pre-made these cables because I have another set of videos that shows you how to make XLRs. You can go watch that if you want. So I've already done that to kind of speed up these videos, but they're going to be male XLRs. And the type of cable I recommend, I try to avoid traditional mic cable. Traditional mic cable often has a braided shield like this, and this can be pretty problematic because we're going to have to make a join where 3 lengths of cable, I typically use 3-foot lengths. 1 3-foot length is going to connect to the mini plug, and that's going to go to a point where the 3 are going to connect together in a Y and go off to these 2 XLRs. So you're going to have in from the mini plug and then out to 2 Ys. So you're going to have to make a join in the middle where the 3 cables join, and that's kind of difficult, and it's really difficult if you're using a braided shield mic cable because it's hard to thread this out and get it to fit in with shrink and keep them from shorting. So instead, I highly recommend, excuse my head there, I highly recommend if you can find a small type of cabling that might have a foil shield, so there's less mass in there to deal with. And so that's what I've done here. I actually got some digital cable. I can't remember what this is. This is a Belden 1800B, but it's easier to work with. And not as robust maybe as a traditional microphone cable, but you're not going to be walking on your aux cable. So anyway, so there's your part list. You need 3 3-foot lengths, which makes the total aux cable length about 6 feet long. You're going to need a nice mini plug. I recommend the Canary F12, a couple XLR males, and if you can, avoid traditional mic cable and get something easier to work with like this. Okay, and a first video.